I can't believe I've been speaking for so long without you guys being able to hear it. You should be able to hear it now. Maybe I should have checked sooner. Can you hear now? I hope I'm audible at least now. I said a lot of very important, very crucial things. Great, absolute words of wisdom. Very unfortunate that you couldn't hear it. Just kidding. Now it's good. Thank you. I've been babbling on for a good 1.5 minutes. I didn't realize that my mic wasn't switched on. Sorry about that. I was just saying that I'm not yet got hooked on to this World Cup yet. I'm following. I was born in a certain era in India. That means you follow cricket, and so you can't not follow cricket. I don't know if you guys know about this. The popular website for cricket is ESPN CrikInfo. Back then it was not ESPN CrikInfo, it was just CrikInfo. And where I was working, the CrikInfo commentary team used to be like 200 meters away from me. We used to cross that place to go to work and thinking with wild envy that these guys are living it. Their job is to watch matches and type CrikInfo commentary there. So we follow all cricket. That's like the default setting. But this World Cup, I've not yet gotten hooked to it. Not at all. It's just still. I'm just getting warmed into it. So hopefully it'll get way more exciting and super thrilling shortly, quickly, soon, rapidly. But right now, I'm not feeling the buzz or adrenaline, whatever you call it. And not just Arjun Singh Verma seems to say it's the pitches. Yeah, I actually thought IPL was super overkill in terms of just tonking. So the idea that like the bowlers are not merely machines, that appeals to me. This became about sixers and how many sixers get hit and how far the ball goes and how powerful the hitting is. And almost like taking all the nuance away from cricket. I was totally peeved. I couldn't jump onto that bandwagon. So as a mathematician, I think there's an equation that has come which is like runs correlated to entertainment. No, it's not. Number of sixers correlated to amount of fun had. No, it is not. At least not for me. So I didn't really enjoy the random bashing up thing that was going on. So I like the fact that it's competitive. Bowlers do have a say. That's intriguing. That's interesting. But I think the pitches are not just low scoring. They're erratic and random. That's a pain. But I think per se there's been too much cricket, too many World Cups happening all the time. So I'm a little switched off because of that. Anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to see one round of chat. Netherlands versus South Africa. It was interesting. It's helping associate nations. Yeah, that is true. I like that also. Make interesting because most of the time RCB versus CSK. Yeah, bugged with that. They are concocting rivalries for the sake of it and making people fight with each other and all that. I'm not happy with that. I think the worst elements of Premier League and La Liga and Champions League, some of them we have just naturally picked it up. An idea of a derby, idea of two clubs facing off with each other, the most successful clubs and having a big rivalry is all appealing, but that's not the main course. It's probably one side hustle. And anyway, lovely. Good to chat with all of you. Throughout we're going to be chatting. I'm going to start this off. Then let's see if we can bring the two worlds together, where we say, hey, nice, let's go. Let's go. There's a timer sitting there. I feel like I want to answer this question, but Ashwin has told me not to do that. So I'm looking at this and saying, look, let me see if I can have a go at answering this. But guys, some of the guys are answering really quickly. I barely got to read this. The number of people attempting this is skyrocketing, which is good. I feel like I want to answer this, but I will stop myself short from that. There isn't enough time. Those of you who have not punted, take a punt, or you can stay outside. But the more I see this, more I feel like I want to attempt this rather than be sitting here clicking on the buttons. I can go to the next one, husband. Timer is done.
Then you can. Sir, little more. Fourth option is not visible.
Sorry. I choose to do this and go next.
Yes.
Lovely. I'm going to go to the next question. The level of math is very good. Okay. Interesting leaderboard. Excellent. Very interesting question. I think it really helps if you have a cricket background. You understand these terms and jargons and terminologies a little bit better. It does help a lot if you're just comfortable with this. It does help if you're comfortable with numbers also, because you can cancel a bunch of things. You do an into 3 by 2 and then divide by something, it's easier to cancel. That's the time available for that. Let's see the leaderboard. Asad Prasad is still setting a scorching pace. He's the guy to catch, I think. Hopefully he doesn't get anything wrong from here on in.
I want to see the leaderboard. Like for 53 is done. 53.
Sorry?
That 53. Done.
Yeah.
53, then you can see the leaderboard.
Leaderboard. Okay. I'm going to go to the next question. After that, maybe we'll spend some more time on the leaderboard.
54 for
Okay, Debayan Datta, Asad Prasad, Nitin Kumar. Okay, let's go to the next question. For this question, I didn't get the answer given here, so I want to check that question. So I think Asad Prasad, some of you might have got a different answer, in which case, luck of the draw, we roll with it. Oh, this is going to take some time. Okay, lovely. Nice, interesting question, but very time consuming. Let's have one look at the leaderboard. I think Asad Prasad has slipped one notch. I think there's one question where I don't agree with the answer. There's something funny with the answer. Hopefully he's not got that one wrong. Otherwise we're going to have one peeved participant. It's all right. We're doing it for fun. Not the end of the world. Lovely scores. See if you want to scroll forward so that all of you can see your names sitting there. Remember, one question incorrect and people can slide down the rate. So if you keep at it, there's every chance that you can climb across and ahead on this leaderboard. So this is a real match. This is a match in which our man Sachin Tendulkar scored 137 runs. It's a brilliant innings. He set the tone at the beginning. He was used to get out to Chaminda Abbas very frequently. Then he paced the innings and then accelerated in the end, hit a ton of sixers, played through the innings nearly. It was a spectacular way to pace an innings and carry a team and take them to a beautiful score. And then we were decimated by Sri Lanka. We were decimated. Jayasuriya and co scarred us so badly that at the end of this match, we decided that we would simply not set the target for any match against Sri Lanka in the World Cup. Which is why when the semi-finals did happen, it was a drop-in wicket at Eden Gardens. I think it was a drop-in wicket or a new track, which basically meant the conventional wisdom was that on a new track you bat first. India was so scarred by this. This was a match in which one of Indian pace bowlers, Manoj Prabhakar, bowled off spin because he thought the pace bowling was being taken to the cleaners and he was still tonked. But anyway, long story short, in the semi-finals, we chased. And our brains were so scrambled that on a track which would have been more comfortable, better off setting the target, we chased. And we started the bowling with Kumble. We decided to start the bowling with Kumble in the first 15 overs. The first couple of overs, we got 2 wickets. Jayasuriya and Kalvitarna were both gone. And De Silva came in. We were so scrambled that we didn't change our strategy. Kumble still bowled. And De Silva just took the game away from us. Just like that. And then the infamous collapse happened and Eden Gardens was struggling and all of that. But the entire semi-final story, this is like the prequel to that. This is a prologue for that. People forgot this. I think they've forgotten this match. This match scrambled Indian brains because of the onslaught that Jayasuriya had. This whole story meant that I have not managed to. Asad Prasad's making a good comeback. I've not managed to solve this question. I'm talking cricket and not question solving. I think quite a few of you might not have been born when the 1996 World Cup happened. 1996 World Cup left a deep impression in few of us. And so quite a few of you got more than half the questions right, which is really good. Because there's time pressure, there's something to solve, you're reading, somebody is speaking in your throat, in your ear. It's wonderful. I'm very excited. Next time I'm going to participate. Actually, I'm not doing this. I'm answering questions. Nice question. Guessing this really quickly. In another world, I would have added one more choice. Another choice is screaming out here. A beautiful choice. I think we've missed a trick. We've forgotten to add that choice here. We're running at 5 yards per second and 3 yards per second, equal number of yards. We should have stuck in a choice which says 4 yards per second. That would have been very interesting. I'm going to give you a clue. We talk about arithmetic mean, harmonic mean and all of that. Fine. Good question. Simpler than the other one that we have seen. Nice. Nitin Kumar is making a comeback. I think in each question we're seeing that the leaderboard is changing a little bit off and on. I'm going to scroll down further so that you can see, check to see whether your name is sitting here. Fine. Adat Prasad, Nitin Kumar, Debayan Datta. I think Nitin Kumar has climbed up in this setting. Karthik, Arjun Varma, Syed, Surya Prakash. Shankar, Naveen Tirumurti, TG Kishore. Aditya V, Kanchana Balaji, Jagadishwaran, Pratik Mathe. Kausalya Darshan, Ravina Agarwal, Vignesh, Dinesh. Lovely.
YouTube comments.
Okay, YouTube comments. I need to see the YouTube comments. Let me have a look. Jaga saying 5 wickets, 5 questions related to cricket and 5 related to mathematics. Maybe next time around we will. I really thought this would be trivia. Next time we'll do that as well. Look, next time we'll do that as well. Is wrong answer going to affect scores? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Lovely. I'm going to go to the next one. This format is very appealing. There's a live adrenaline buzz to it. Interesting question. It really helps if you can think about 14.28% in terms of in a different manner. 14.28%, if you can think of it as 1 by something, it really helps. Let's see. I think quite a few of you should have got this one right. Yep, I think the scoreboard increases are saying that quite a few people have got this right. But not this is not saying that. Okay. We'll go to the next question. Oh my God, that's an awful lot of money for a ticket. Interesting question. Once again, it's a simple calculation. Just fill around with this and that, and we should be good to go. I'm going to have one look at the chat, hopefully without blocking this. This is fun. Who do you think will be the highest scorer in today's match? Several of you are saying Punt, Kohli. I think it should be Kohli. I hope we win it. I'm not worried about who's scoring more or less. I hope we win the damn match. After every time Pakistan has some embarrassing defeat is when they are their most dangerous. We've just had one. I just hope we win the match. Quiz is interesting. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. I think the context is cricket, but the fundas are all mathematical, which is nice. I'm going to have one more look at the leaderboard. Asad Prasad has just climbed up. Deva and Datta has got 2-3 in a row wrong. Deva and Buck need to do, I think it's some errors, some silly errors somewhere. Nitin Kumar has climbed through. The other names I'm seeing here consistently. Naveen Tirumurthy, Kanchana Balaji, Kausalya. These names are all appearing frequently. On this basis, Shoaib Akhtar will be bowling extraordinarily quickly. I'm very interested in answering this question. So, 15 steps to 20 steps. Speed directly proportional to the square of number of steps. If this were really true, I would walk out, but would run from the boundary line and take tiny steps. And the longer the bowling run up, the better the pace. Nice simple question, juicy question, straightforward question. Lovely. Nitin Kumar is hanging on to the lead rather well, or second position rather well. Asad Prasad is still at 1. Arjun Verma and Bhupender Sharma have climbed this. Deven Datta is not having a good streak. Maybe he's dropped out, maybe it's an internet issue, maybe there's a connectivity issue. I think 1 and 2 are running away with it a little bit. See how it goes. I think we're done with this. This was the last question, so I'm going to go to the leaderboard again.
Next question.
I click next question and then it goes there. Super.
End
I want to end the quiz. Yes. Lovely.
and come to centers.
Lovely. 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 Super exciting. I do have lovely. 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 Nitin Kumar and Asad Prasad ran away with it a little bit. Asad Prasad was on fire throughout. Arjun Verma also climbed through the ranks in between. Wonderful. It's a lot of fun. I think next time around we'll mix it up even more. Have a few questions from trivia and cricket, not just math linked. It's also nice. I'm really liking this interface. I really want to go and have fun as a participant in this one. This is the pressure and buzz and adrenaline are a proper draw. And very exciting to just say, hey, just poke around. Several of you have shown a lot of restraint in not answering questions. If you're sitting, I am clicking everything. Whether it is right or wrong, I don't care. I can't not answer a question. Right? So it's a lovely interface. Whoever has come up with this has done an excellent job. Good fun engaging with you guys and being part of this. Next time I'm going to tell Hashwin that I don't want to conduct this but participate in this and see how the buzz is. Arjun Singh, don't worry about it. Bumrah doesn't even run. That is true. He doesn't even run. Hashwin has said Hardik Pandya will score the most. I'll be happy if Hardik Pandya doesn't get to bat and we finish it off before he needs to come. Right? Great session indeed. I quite enjoyed myself. Very short time period. Otherwise it was fun. Correct. Can't wait for the next one. We will have more of this. Excellent idea from our YouTube team. It's a lot of fun to just answer questions with an adrenaline rush of being in a competitive setting. So super glad to see that. Many thanks for all of you who chimed in and participated. Hopefully, we will all have a good match as well, the cricket match as well, starting in 90 minutes. We will hopefully win and get qualified for the semi-final and go on. Because I think last time around, we really missed Bumrah and I think Ravindra Jadeja. Without Bumrah, our bowling is shaky. And on some day, somebody can just tonk us around. Bumrah does magical things to our team. Not just the 4 overs, but the feeling that we can compete, we can go toe to toe, we can do something, we can be there. Everybody's game gets lifted if Bumrah is around. And Ravindra Jadeja used to provide the balance. I think even Ravindra Jadeja we didn't miss as much as we did Bumrah. And very hopefully Bumrah being there will play a role. Pakistan will be hungry. Yes, indeed they will be. They're usually at their most painful after a defeat. Most painful for us, for opponents. And so, throughout their history, I had a little bit of myth making also happened because of the 1992 World Cup when Imran Khan gave the famous Corner Tigers speech. Once again, I don't know whether you guys have read about it or seen it. We guys lived through it. It's an absolute nightmare. 92 World Cup we won. We lost matches that we could have won. We were outplayed. We were tonked away by New Zealand. I think we were outplayed by a couple of other teams. We didn't even qualify for the semi-finals. We won against Pakistan. And I still remember they were, back then 15 overs of the second team had to be batted for the game to be completed. England were not playing great cricket, but they bundled Pakistan out for 75. And then England started to bat, but then after 4-5 overs, rain washed out the entire game. So Pakistan got 1 free point, which is super crucial. And then in the last qualifying match, New Zealand played against Pakistan, and New Zealand wanted to play their semi-finals at home in New Zealand and not in Australia. And if they lost the match, they would have played it at home. They won it, they would have played it in Australia. So they didn't throw the match. Nobody's going to throw a World Cup match. But probably they were a little half-hearted in their attempt. Pakistan won that match. They qualified for the semi-finals, which happened to be against New Zealand. And they won that, and the rest is history. So a bunch of things went their way. And Imran Khan played no mean part in getting the team ready and firing. Yeah, just get a giant boost against their main rivals. That is true. Pakistan is going to definitely want to do well against India. But I think that the Indian team is now over the jitters. We had jitters against Pakistan for about 20 years and against Sri Lanka for a period of 5-6 years around the 96 World Cup. Pakistan, I don't know if you guys know this, the starting point of jitters was an infamous tournament, infamous for us, tournament in Sharjah, where we lost to a last ball 6 from Jadmianet. They seemed to have the hex over us in Sharjah. There was a time where we actually said we refused to play in Sharjah. And so they were super comfortable. They had a proper, they lorded it over us, one window. But in the last 15, 20 years, things have dramatically changed. India has become a fierce, consistent, all-round, deep beast of a team, more like Australia. So some of the fun element is gone. We're more steady. Indian cricketer, is not going to come and choke. And so, which is very satisfying and gratifying to watch. But sometimes I feel like you guys never know how bad Indian team was 25 years ago. Fine. What would we guys have not given to have a Bumrah in the team? Anyway, lovely to touch base with you. Abhishek is saying how to prepare for CAT in this World Cup time. I don't think this World Cup is such a big feature. Watch India matches, 2-3 of them. Watch semi-finals and finals. You're going to watch 4-5 matches. 3 hours, 4 hours each. Not October. You can afford to watch those 4-5 matches. Don't sit and watch matches with Namibia and Canada. You sit out and follow the scores and carry on with your life. Fine. Unless you're working in the sports media industry, you have no business watching non-crucial matches. Wonderful, folks. Lovely catching up with all of you. We will catch back. I want to have one more session on mock test taking. It will be on a non-India match day, obviously. We know where the attention is going to go towards. But I think this is a mock season. I think this is the time where we sit and discuss how to handle and plan for mocks and really execute that well. So we will spend one nice-ish, longish session doing how to do mocks, how to plan mock season, how to take value from mocks, how to analyze mocks, the whole shebang for 45 minutes to an hour. I have that planned for this month, for sure. For sure. We'll figure out one window and jump in and have a crack at that. Until we catch up then, best wishes, have fun preparing, and hopefully we do well in the World Cup as well. Thank you.